Every year in Alberta, far too many young workers are seriously injured or even killed in the workplace. The fatality rate for young workers aged 15 to 24 years old rose over 200% from 2021 to 2022. Young and new workers in general are at higher risk of injury than any other age group within the first year of employment, regardless of industry. This latest fatality young worker story is like so many coming-of-age stories in Alberta and the rest of Canada for that matter. Zachary Smith was 18 years old. On January 13, 2022, a 630-pound valve bonnet suspended by an overhead crane unexpectedly fell due to a rigging failure, fatally injuring Zach.
He was super generous, very caring and loving. I think his whole goal in life was to make other people smile and laugh. When he was 12, him and his class were supposed to go to New York on a class trip. He had spent all winter shoveling sidewalks and earning money, and when they canceled it, he brought me the envelope with $500 in it and said, "Here, give this to the Christmas Bureau." So we split it and we gave it to Feed a Family and the Christmas Bureau. He really believed in giving back to his community, right?
Zach was the type of player that every coach wanted. He lacked a little bit in the skill department at times, but he made up for it with his heart. He had the biggest heart on the team. My youngest son and Zach did probably 100 games together, just the two of them, refereeing. And my son to this day, who still referees, he said by far the best guy he's ever refed with is Zach. And the reason is because Zach always had a smile on his face. He was a referee. He was out there for the good of the game, to make sure everybody was safe and to call a fair game. And that's how he just was.
December 1st, if he had a hockey game, he'd start wearing a Christmas suit and we'd be going through Costco or whatever and everybody's just laughing and smiling and he just made people smile. It was what he did, right? So.
I remember Zach being one of the nicest guys that I've known. He always made sure that everyone on the team was included with both hockey and lacrosse. But yeah, he always had my back as a teammate, not just a teammate, as a friend too.
We had a game a few days after his passing, and it was here in our Blue Arena, and it was against a rival town, and who Zach always played against. That evening we had a Friday night home game, 8 o'clock. We had a moment of silence, and the other team was extremely respectful. That was the best hockey game we played all year. They all went out and played like Zach.
The day of, I went to Annette's house, and I think that was probably the most brutal thing about that whole experience. Especially went into his room and he had recently just gotten like pots, pans, because he was getting excited to move out, was just about to go for his driver's exam, right? So like you think about that and then it's like, well, him and I were looking at places to rent together and buy together too.
He had a couple of really good friends. So on the first year anniversary of his passing, I got home and I had, my front porch was full of flowers, his friends. All these kids brought me flowers because they just remembered. They're just these really amazing kids. And they're big brothers to Declan, right? Declan was 12 when he lost his mentor and his idol. 9 months later, he lost his dad. But these kids, they're just amazing. But they just help keep his memory alive, right?
I remember Zach's funeral with the Legion being so packed with just everyone that he knew. Definitely made the community show how much they appreciated him.
You don't realize how big of a part of the community somebody is until they're gone and the community has really shown them.
This tribute video honors the memory of a young worker who tragically lost his life. Our goal is to better serve and protect young, new, and inexperienced workers when they enter our workplaces.